Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panther softball. Getting an early start and a late start in the game because we had to make sure the weather cleared out before Dave and I got started here. But we're ready to go. First batter in the lineup is Michelle Perales. She struck out looking. Second batter in the lineup, Sophia Medina, is now up at the plate, a lefty for the Owls. Counts 3 balls and 2 strikes. Miller delivers. That pitch is fouled back into the backstop. So the count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Miller with the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Walk issued to the number 2 batter in the lineup. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Beatrice Martinez. Beatrice, right-handed batter for the Owls. Takes the first pitch for a strike, strike 1. Medina, the runner at first. This is game 2. The Panthers took game 1, 11-1. Game was played at Poteet. We're here at Martin Field in Hondo for game 2. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first. Miller delivers. Pitches outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Line drive, Casino off Casino's glove into right field. Runner will make it to second base safely. 2 runners aboard. That's a base hit. So the first hit of the ball game. 2 runners on base now for the second baseman, Litzy Ortega.
That'll bring up second baseman Litzy Ortega.
Did you hear? That ball is lifted into right field. Dominguez going back a couple of steps, makes the catch. Tagging up at second and going to third. The throw will be not in time as Medina gets to third and Martinez to second, but with 2 outs now.
2 out, 2 on. Catcher, Linda Casanova.
So the catcher, Casanova, stands up at the plate. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Miller delivers the first pitch. It's high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The 0-1 pitch. High, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. That ball is lined down the right field line. It's going to carry out of play. Count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. Medina at second. Walk. Went to second on the single by Martinez, and then Martinez and Medina moved up 60 feet on the fly out by Ortega. So 2 outs, 2 runners on. Strike call, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Miller trying to work out of a little jam here in the top of the first inning. The 2-2 pitch. Wow, just off the plate. Good location for that pitch. Hayden Rensler was set up right there, and she didn't have to move the mitt. First base is open, full count. Pitch is on its way, and that's foul back out of play. Looks like a totally different Highlands Owls team tonight than what we saw yesterday in Poteet. They're up there swinging. They're aggressive. Just looks like a totally different team so far, and that's just the top of the first. Casanova waiting to pay off pitch. Miller delivers. Strike called, a backwards K. Miller works out of the jam. Great job by Trista Miller. No runs on one hit. 2 left on base. After half an inning, we're scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Sophia Medina will be in the circle for the Highlands Owls, and behind the plate, her battery mate, Linda Casanova. For the Panthers, Guerrero, Miller, and Cancino. Upton, Burris, Renslow, Sotelo, Kennedy, and Dominguez. Miller got in a little bit of a jam there in the first inning, but worked out of it with a strikeout looking to end the inning. Stranded runners at second and third. Let's see if Guerrero can get things started as she did last night. Need to jump on Highlands early, and let's see. And Maury Stein along with David Burris working the ones and twos with the color analysis. And David, this is kind of trying times here this evening. We're in a light mist trying to keep all the equipment dry. We're out in the open.
We're in Hondo, Maury.
Yeah.
The last place I thought we'd be this week.
Absolutely. Well, I didn't think we'd end up in Poteet either.
Yeah, true.
But they were gracious enough to get the field ready for us. The Panthers could not get their field ready, so we moved to Hondo. We're trying to beat the weather, which it's supposed to really start after 7:30. And it's already as heavy of a mist as it was when we played at St. Mary's against Legacy. Only at that time we were inside.
Doesn't look like it's been letting up either.
No, it doesn't. Actually looks like it's getting stronger. And for your information, this game has got to go 5 innings for it to be a complete game. Medina delivers to Guerrero. Guerrero takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. Montez at first. Ortega second. Martinez short. Lozano third. Perales in left. Canales in center, and Caceres in right for the Highlands Owls. The 1-1 pitch to Guerrero is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Medina delivers way outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. You're going to see a lot of changing in and out after softballs this evening. As soon as anything is hit to the outfield after the play's called dead, you're probably going to get a new softball. Ball 4. Good job. Leading off for the Panthers, getting the runner on base.
First inning's been our magic inning last couple of games, Maury.
Yeah, and we know how Trista is when she gets a lead. She buckles down really good. She steps to the plate now with Guerrero at first. Medina delivers, squares around and bunts through it. No balls and 1 strike. Gabby Cancino waits on deck. Guerrero at first with a leadoff walk. The 0-1 pitch is butted, but foul. Miller down now in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. And David, Panthers playing small ball early.
Yeah, we're just trying to get Madison over in scoring position. We got a hot hitter in Gabby coming up to bring her in. Gabby's been really red hot the last couple games.
She's been hot. She's been one of the batters that's put the ball in play. The 0-2 pitch, and that's a shot over shortstop.
That'll work.
A mistake by Medina.
That'll work.
Guerrero will go all the way to third base. And, David, that's a mistake by Medina. You had Miller down 0-2, and you just grooved her, and she made you pay. A ring and double for Miller. Panthers have runners now at second and third. Gabby is one of those batters, Dave, where she likes to go opposite field, and that would be perfect in this situation. Going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Miller. Last night it was Jasmine Salazar. Let's see who it will be this evening. Perfect start to this ball game, Dave.
Yeah, Maureen. Gabby's also a very good bunter too. I wouldn't be surprised to see her try to put down a bunt and see how they react to it, and maybe get that run from third in.
And that is going to be Jasmine Salazar, courtesy running for Miller. The Owls gathered in the circle. Now they break the nest. Gabby Cancino, one of your hottest hitters for the Panthers coming into the playoffs. A good contact hitter. Let's see what Coach Guantello draws up for Cancino. Takes the first pitch outside. On the corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Guerrero stands at third. Salazar at second. Nobody out. Bottom of the first. Cancino drives that one, but foul. But she tried to go the opposite field. Good job by Gabby. Kaylee Upton waits on deck. It's imperative right here that the Panthers get some runs out of this great start.
You know, Maury, that first inning last night, such a big lead, and Coach B was able to bring in Lauren Hendrickson. Oh.
That ball is going to drop in for a base hit. So, David, that's 2 batters that had 2 strikes on them, and Medina just threw it too much over the plate. That's an RBI single for Casino, a run scored for Guerrero. That's going to bring up Kaylee Upton. Jasmine on her horse. The play was in front of her, and as soon as it hit the ground, she was on her way to third base. And Casino wanted to throw into the cutoff, advance to second base, so there's no force out. So a good job of running the bases.
Once again, we're starting off aggressive. Runners at second, third, 1 run in, no outs. Hoping to tack on a few more.
Upton came up in this same situation in the first inning. Grounded into a fielder's choice, but got the run home. See if Kaylee can do it once again. First pitch, aggressive. I like it. Panthers are all over Medina. And Medina's been her own worst enemy. She's gotten ahead 0-2 to 2 batters and have just thrown one right across the middle.
And it was your second and third batter, too, Boring. You would think she'd be a little more careful on that.
Absolutely. Medina started last night and was relieved after 5 batters and then came back in the second. The 1-1 pitch.
That was a good pitch.
Good pitch. Umpire may have gave that one a little bit off the plate, but nevertheless, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Catcher set up outside once again. That was way too far outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Panthers have pushed 1 run across here already in the first. Have runners at second and third. Nobody out. Kaylee Upton with a 2-2 count. Ground ball to the pitcher. Pitcher doesn't even look at home plate. And that was too easy for Salazar to score from second base. And Dave, they did that twice last night. They did not even look at the runner at third base coming home.
Yeah, she had her hung up. All she had to do was flip over there, and we would have had a little pickle.
So a fielder's choice. That's an RBI for Upton.
1 out, 1 on. That'll bring
1-3 for out number 1. Burris stands in there and she drives one, but it's out of play. Katie aggressive going after the first pitch. Runner at third base now in Cancino. See if Burris can add on to this crooked number the Panthers have put up already. The 0-1 pitch, and that's a shot in the gap. That's going to be down. A good job by the left fielder to knock it down to keep it from going to the fence, Perales. But an RBI single for Katie Burris. That'll score Casino from third base, excuse me. Now it's going to bring up number 12, the catcher, Hayden Renslow.
Excellent job by that left fielder for
Yeah,
that ball was moving.
That ball looked like it was going to get down to the gap, and that would have been a definite double. So Renslow steps to the plate now with Burris at first. Panthers with 3 runs across here in the first and are still batting. Strike called, no balls and 1 strike. Madison Sotelo waits on deck for the Panthers. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball just foul.
A little out in front of it. She's got to wait on it.
Renslow just got her hands a little bit in front of that ball.
And that'll call for a new ball.
Yeah, you would think
We'll be doing
anything
this all
that's hitting to the outfield after it comes in. The 0-2 pitch. Too much of the plate once again, and Renslow almost made Medina pay once again. Coach Quintello having to dodge those last 2.
Yeah.
The 0-2 pitch again. That hits her. And that hit by pitch is sponsored by Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. And once again, David, 2 strikes on the batter, and she hits her.
Yep, you're right. You said before she was her own worst enemy. Right now, she is not helping herself out with these 2-strike pitches. You think Hazel Russell's pretty busy today?
I would imagine she is. Madison Sotelo, the left fielder, steps to the plate. Sotelo takes the first pitch inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. I don't want to jinx this day, but it feels like the miss has kind of stopped a little bit. After we said we were in God's country, he might have felt sorry for us. 1 ball and 1 strike as that pitch is right over the middle. He was the count at 1.
I think a lot of these girls are praying they don't have to play tomorrow on the day of prom.
I don't have the prom, but I'm praying they don't have to play too. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Where is the prom at this year?
I'm not sure, Mark.
Not sure?
Pedroza Ranch, I believe.
Medina stares in. The 1-2 pitch to Sotelo. That's a strike call. Strikeout looking for out number 2. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Mackenzie Kennedy. Kennedy, since she's been inserted into the lineup to bat, she has really done some damage at the plate. Takes the first pitch for a strike, no balls and 1 strike. Burris, your runner at second. Renslow at first, 2 outs. Mackenzie Kennedy at the plate. The 0-1 pitch, and that's high, 1-1.
Boy, you pitch that ball high to her, you may not see it.
Yeah, it may go across the road out here. That ball is down low, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, that's where I would pitch Mackenzie.
So you want to get her to reach down. You don't want her to be able to extend those arms out in front. The 2-1 pitch.
Wow.
That looked like it was right on the elbow.
Right on the inside
Mackenzie
corner.
kind of looked back and kind of grinned a little bit as I thought that was a little inside, but stay consistent. That'll be okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop over to second for the putout. 6-4 for out number 3. But for the Panthers in that inning, 3 runs on 3 hits. 1 left on base. We're through 1 inning. The Panthers lead 3-0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther softball as we head to the top of the second. Highlands Owls will send to the plate Canales, Lozano, and Montez. 6, 7, 8 batters in the lineup. Panthers with a great start. 3 runs across in the bottom of the first. Miller with a 3-0 lead as she takes the inside the circle here in the second inning. First pitch is low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Center fielder Canales leads off. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is a strike called. 1 ball and 2 strikes right over the outside part of the plate. Good pitch by Trista Miller. The 1-2 pitch. Strike called. Wow. Another backwards K for out number 1.
She painted that corner.
Renslow had her mitt right there and never had to move it.
She must be an art.
It's got to be. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Jalen Lozano. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. And Dave Renslow's one of those players that has gotten better every game she's played so far this year.
The best thing is she's coming back next year. I think she's going to be an unbelievable leader on this team.
The 1-0 pitch. Strike called. Evens the count at 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Catcher's really working for her more. She's really framing that pitch well.
She's giving the umpire a good look at where that pitch is. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Go over the Panthers in the field. Kennedy at first, Cancino at second, Burris short, Guerrero at third, Sotelo left, Gonzalez center, and Dominguez in right. Miller inside the circle, Renslow behind the plate. Lozano down in the count, 1-2. That ball is lifted in the left field. Sotelo will give chase, but will not get to it as Burris and Sotelo almost run in a room as that hit right at the base of the fence. So we'll redo 1 ball and 2 strikes once again. Lozano steps back in, Miller back on the rubber. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Man. Good change up there.
Wow. Great change of speed there. She was way out in front of that pitch.
It's going to bring up the first baseman, Jacinda Montez. Miller delivers. Strike called. No balls and 1 strike. And just as I said, it was lightening up. It's getting heavier. That evens the count at 1-1, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah,
the equipment is covered, but David and I are not.
We got to get to 5, and it's only the second inning, Maury.
Yep. The 1-1 pitch, that ball is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and 1 strike to Montez. 2 outs. Top of the second, the Panthers with a 3-0 lead. Swing and a miss, evens the count at 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I don't think it's legal, but can you just say we'll let y'all bat 3 more times and we won't try to score another run?
I'd take it. Have everybody step on home plate and bunt.
Fills up the count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Montez, your batter for the Owls. The payoff pitch. Chases a high one. Miller strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, nobody left. That's 5 Ks for Miller. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the second. Medina Valley with a 3-0 lead. Panthers will send to the plate Dominguez, Guerrero, and Miller, 9-1 and 2. Sophie Medina back out there.
Designated player, Aubrey Dominguez.
Dominguez, your designated player, playing right field this evening for the Panthers. Steps to the plate. Medina out there for her second inning of work. Backs Dominguez off. 1 ball and no strikes. This field, Dave, has that kind of dirt on there that's supposed to absorb the water, but I don't know how much it can take.
Yeah. Looking at the outfield, it is sloped right in the center field, sloping away from each side, so I can see how it drains better than some. There you go.
Dominguez lifts that one into center field. Center fielder goes back and makes the catch. Canales with the catch. F8 if you're scoring at home for out number 1. It's going to move it back to the top of the order. Madison Guerrero, she walked and came in and scored on Miller's double. So no official at bats with a run scored.
Looks like we got a possible change. Or they're questioning the lineup.
Well, and that's one thing I've learned with Coach B.
Oh, man.
She knows every trick in the book.
She does.
With the designated player, the extra hitter, the flex player. If you think you're gonna outsmart her in that aspect, you're not going to. You should have seen Jared yesterday the first time He's done one of these lineups. And I said, Jared, you can't go with that lineup.
Yeah.
You got to wait and make sure you see the number of the batter that's coming up to the plate because it can change.
Poor guy was confused.
Yeah.
She does that. She's done that to me for 3 years.
Keeps you guessing.
You know, Maury, I was coming up from Divine today on 173 and just seeing where that wind came through, that part, it's bad.
Oh, I feel sorry
Power
for
lines and
people
for
that
a mile long are all down. Trees are twisted. I mean,
there's some, Dave, that's been out of electricity since Wednesday night at 7:30.
Yeah.
Going on 48 hours, coming up pretty quick. And you don't realize how much you need it until you don't have it. So after the visit by Coach Acuna, we're back in play. Guerrero up to the plate now. As I mentioned, Guerrero walked and scored the first run of the game for the Panthers. Takes that pitch inside for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strikes, and it's really getting heavy now.
Yeah.
I think we need hazardous pay.
Yeah. Hear that, Jeff?
You can even tell by the camera. The camera's even
Yeah, I'm going to have to fix that here in
a
a
little
minute.
dim. 2 balls and no strikes to Guerrero. 1 out. Panthers bat with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Strike called. 2 balls and 1 strike.
You know, Maury, yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal if we could do it like an hour break, but I don't think it's going to get any better tonight.
It's supposed to be getting worse.
Yeah.
That's why the early start time. The 2-1 pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike. Miller waits on deck. There's 1 out. Guerrero ahead in the count. Awaits the 3-1 pitch. Medina delivers. That ball is low. Back-to-back walks for Guerrero. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Trista Miller. Miller drove an 0-2 pitch in the gap for a double. Her first at bat. Came around and scored the second run of the ball game. So she is 1 for 1 with a run scored.
Yeah, she got gifted a good 0-2 pitch.
Absolutely. See if she can do it once again here. The first pitch, that ball is low. 1 ball and no strikes.
My white truck. I'm parked over there.
The 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Not too sure Medina's not having a problem or so trying to hold on to that ball because she kind of, now she's waiting for another one. She took a towel out there, so I noticed Trista had one already out there in the first inning.
Yeah, this is a steady light rain at this point.
And it's aggravating.
Yeah. It's soaking everything, Ramori.
Including you and I.
Yeah.
The 2-0 pitch down low. It gets away from the catcher. Guerrero stands up at second base. Now the coach is saying that, we can't even hold on to the ball.
And we got the umpire and the coaches talking now, Maury.
And, safety's got to come into play sooner or later, David.
Sure it does. And we're gonna have a rain delay, Maury.
Have a rain delay.
Should we get out the tarp and do some sliding, or?
You can. I'm gonna do some sliding and get underneath this stands here is what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna keep everything hooked up, I guess, and just go with no sound, and instead of having to reboot it. So Panther softball will continue after this rain delay. We're going to keep everything rolling here and just be off the air. And I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I don't know if we'll ever get started again, but if we do, we'll be back on air. Just keep tuned in. Just keep the link going, as we're not going to shut it off. But as of right now, Panthers leading 3-0. We're being a rain delay. Tune back, and we'll keep you informed as soon as we find out something.